Okay, boys and girls, today's lesson has been inspired by the Austrian artist Gustav Klimt. He was born in Vienna and his daddy was a goldsmith, a gold engraver, and he taught Gustav Klimt how to use the gold. And with this inspiration, Gustav actually used a lot of gold paint, gold squares, glass mosaics, and he broke it up with lots of different shapes, and you've already seen some examples of his artwork. Today we're going to use fish as our inspiration. I'm going to put that fish to the side. The very first thing I want to do is actually take a piece of paper from the colour tower, and I'm going to use green. You can use any colour that you like. The reason why I'm using green is that when you look at the fish colour, although I've used a lot of metallic golds and silvers, I've also used red. And red and green are complementary colours, so I really think that this might work. On a tray, you're going to get some black paint and you're going to get a tube. Now with the paint, just spread it out a little bit so it's not so globby on the tray. So you've got this ring. And I'm going to print just a pattern on my background. And the fish that I'm going to show you how to draw, I'm going to show you lots of different examples on how to draw it, is going to be cut out when it's dry, ready, and put onto this background. So I know that my fish is going to go in the middle, so I really don't have to stamp this pattern really in the middle, but I know I want it around the edge. I'm not going crazy with it. I've got a kind of a rhythm going on here, which is the principle of design. I've got like this nice rhythm going on. Make sure that I've got my surface covered. Okay. I'm just going to put that to the drying rack. I'll pop it to the side, but it will go on the drying rack. Make sure that your name is on the back when you've got that done. As for your fish, you're going to come up with your own design, or I can give you a handout on how to draw different shapes. So I'll give you a guide as well, just to help you. You're going to get mixed media, so you're going to get gold and silver crayons, you're actually going to get gold and silver sharpies, and you're going to get metallic tempera paints as well. And first thing, I want you to draw it lightly in pencil first, is the shape of your fish. I'm going to do mine in crayon first. I'm just going to use a silver crayon, and I'll draw, let me see, I'm going to draw this fish going this direction. And draw the curve of his back and just bring it round like that, and bring it down, bring it up, and I'm just going to bring his nose down a little bit, down like that. There. It's a bit shaped like a lemon, and I'm going to give him kind of like a quirky smile. There we are. This is the rear end of the fish, the back end, so I'm just going to bring up and I'm going to create like a butterfly tail. Okay, I want to do a nice curved fin. I'm going to bring this shape down so I kind of enclose his head. I'll bring this fin like that, do some wavy lines. So we're doing what's called an Art Nouveau style. It's very organic and fluidy, so I'm using a lot of curved lines. When you look at the designs that Gustav Klimt used with his metallic colours, he used a lot of geometric shapes as well as lots of curves as well, and you'll see that when we study the Tree of Life and some of his paintings, especially the fabrics on the ladies. You can see how he broke up the fabric. I'm going to get myself a marker, a Sharpie. I'm going to do that, and using the examples from Gustav Klimt's handout and from the board and from my own imagination, I'm going to start and build up a creation on my fish. You don't do the background. I just want to demonstrate to you though that when you do start painting, you've got markers. I'm going to go round my crayon shape with my Sharpie as well. The crayon actually creates beautiful texture. So you're going to be learning about texture as well. Okay? And then if I go around the silver with the gold, it's up to you how you do it, okay? I'm just giving you an example of how I'm doing mine. So I'm kind of echoing the silver with the gold and then the gold with the silver. Okay, so I've got this pattern going on, and you can see where my gold fins are. I'm going to echo it with the silver. Okay, the only thing I really want to demonstrate to you is with the brush and doing spirals. If I just take a little bit of silver, and I've got a nice pointed brush, and I want to do some spirals, I just start with the center, and I just bring it round and round and round. We've had a little bit of experience with doing spiral shapes, okay? And just go round and round and round. And then I can use the crayons, and I can use the markers, the sharpies, and finally I'll just add a little bit of detail with the red. That choice is yours if you want to add the red. And then I'm going to cut out the fish, and when I cut out the fish, I shall mount it onto my green background. So just so you can see, I'm just going to cut this out very rapidly. You're going to do a lot better job than me, boys and girls. Okay, so here's my background. It's virtually dry. Set that there. And cut my fish out. So it is already dry. Okay. Try and go round the line rather than through the line that you have drawn. And use your best scissors skills. Always remember, every piece of artwork that you do create needs your name on it, so you've got ownership of it. Okay. Take it round and round. There we are. Just discard that for the recycling. And voila. There you go, boys and girls. Your very own Art Nouveau Gustav Klimt inspired fish. Now it's your turn, boys and girls. Let's go make some art.